Yeah, I'm enjoying some of this Stivers coffee, man.
Give it to me like.
Made by black men in Chicago. Right in a beautiful warehouse on the north side. You know, I wish it could be on the south side, but you gotta go where you need to go ahead and get some quality spacing so you can do all this delicious coffee grinding in different flavors. I love supporting black people and buying black. But this video is about black buying power, and in particular, black interracial buying power, as well as LGBTQ buying power and black nerd buying power, which is way different from, let's say, FBA buying power. And let me explain. These groups of people work very hard, and they're really highly intelligent, and they are the most and the biggest supporters of buying black and buying black quality items. And again, here's a video. Once seen cannot be unseen. Here I am, buying black. This is endless, man. This is black, interracial black man buying power. Endless, just endless amounts of merchandise. Now, I know what you know. Hey, look, all I'm saying is that you should be putting your money behind black men like me, ones who are actually buying your products, not having you come down and spend thousands of dollars to get a booth. No, black men who are actually buying your products. Put your money behind me because I'm putting my money behind you. That's intelligent stuff. And the thing is that we really need to change how we do business within the black community. How long can a test be? Because for 30 years, there has been this test or this experiment going on. How long before you actually grade the test or grade the experiment? And I'm gonna tell you, this experiment is not an A, B, C, or a D. It is an F. You get an F for a bad economy, a bad black economy. All right? Let me explain. By kicking out so many members of the black community, that's how you kill your economy. Those 1990s Negro males actually thought that it made sense because see, they're not concentrating on economics. And I want the black community now to be an economic base community, not a boycott base. You all took boycotting to an insane degree. You went from boycotting, the bus boycott in Montgomery, with Rosa Parks and everything, to boycotting every member of your community for various different reasons. That is not the way to boycott. That's clownism. It's dumb. I'm sorry to grade the test and call it stupid. No other race behaves the way you do. They literally, when things happen in the news, and they're like, man, black people are doing terrible, but Asians are doing great, Mexicans are doing great, they throw a party. They throw a party. You all should be throwing a party. All right? And I don't blame them. They know how much talent we have. They know how intelligent we are. But there are clowns within the community. And I saw some of the people tweeting and at the same time writing on Facebook like, well, the thing is that can't you sell your books? My brother Santa. Can't you sell your books without, crushing the FBA community? And my answer is, can Tariq, can he sell his garbage without attacking the interracial community of black people, the LGBTQ community of black people, and the black nerd portion of the black community? Can he do that? Go talk to him. Do not talk to me after this clown done spent decades along with Spike Lee, along with Umar Johnson, along with Charlemagne, along with Marcel Dixon, along with Boyce Watkins, along with Jason Black, spent decades ishing on brothers like myself. You gonna talk to them. He effed up your money. All right? Because I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you what we know here in Chicago. What we know from this very large city. What we know about how you put on an extravaganza. How you put on a party. And I'm gonna tell you like this. It is harder to fill streets. I'll say again, it is harder to fill streets than it is to fill a venue. Yeah. Here's some images from the Silver Room block party. Oh yeah, me and the wife attended. Beautiful event. You know, you got Tariq Nasheed sitting up there talking about, the vibes were great. The vibes are good. People just had good feelings and all this other yakos. It's garbage. He is selling you a fantasy. This is good vibes.
And I'll be right back. Don't worry, 'cause I never get too far from where you are, where you are.
I think artists dream the American dream the hardest. We convinced we gon' succeed regardless. Yes, I can see the target. In fact, it's often all I see. If the question is, will I stay home or go off on my odyssey? Pardon me, excuse to go ahead and let loose. Set roof on fire, let's juke, get higher, come on.
And I just set my sights way up, and way up. So there's no need for you to wait up, or wait up. I'm focused on how to lay up, or stay put. Hey love, ain't it always fun to make up? Let's make up.
This is great feeling. Great black togetherness. The wonders, the emotion, the smells, the food. And I'll say again, the food, man. Look, Eric Williams of the Silver Room is an amazing guy. I have been to his Silver Room on Milwaukee Avenue on the north side of Chicago when he first opened up over there. Me and the wife would go up in there, buy some watches and stuff like that. Man, that brother was always cool. He did not care that my wife was white. He just saw me as a black man. That's it. As a black man, and I have to say it that Sidney Poitier way. A black man. And that's so important. You have to understand his layout was really cool and really simple. And the main area was merchandise. All right, watches, necklaces, chains, all that great stuff. In the very front, he had a DJ booth. All right, so that just gave everybody was really just happy. You know, they could go to his spot, enjoy themselves, and then go to Red Dogs or something, and have a great time, house party. Now in the back, he had tattoos and piercings. So his dynamic was just so vibrant, so brilliant, all right? So it being on the north side, there's a lot of gay people who came in, a lot of lesbians, gay black men, gay white men, gay everything, transgenders, everything in the world you can imagine, all right? Latin people, everything, man, all right? So it got his Silver Room and his block party literally got too big for Milwaukee Avenue. So he moved his shop to Hyde Park. One of the most brilliant things to ever do. Now, check this out. There are two Eric Williams. One with the Silver Room and the other with Virtue. Owns Virtue. That Eric Williams is a Michelin star chef. And I mean 5 stars, 4 stars, there's stars everywhere. There's stars. And I've been to his spot with my mother, my uncle, my wife, just having a great time, man. Service great. Nobody looking at me strange or anything like that. Or my wife strange, mainly because it's Hyde Park. There's plenty of interracial and different types of ethnic groups everywhere. But let me get to the crux of it. He moves to Hyde Park. This event fills the streets. I mean, packed. Standing room only. And we're talking about booths, food vendors, and I'm talking about the smallest people to the biggest people. And we're talking about even people like Budweiser, MGD. I know it's not that important to us per se, but it needs to be noted that he attracts big time advertisers. Just money everywhere. So if you thirsty, you want to get a little lit here and there, you can go get you some drinks and then come on back to the booths and buy some more stuff. And you know, brothers, you look best with some type of drink in your hand. And you know, sisters, you look best with some type of drink in your hand. Some of y'all, all right? So now I had a drink in my hand, made sure my wife had a drink in her hand, and we just traveled the Hyde Park street side, just having a freaking blast. Now, what makes a party this big? It is not being a bunch of bigots. What it is being inclusive. And that's what Eric Williams, he's been doing this for 16 years. It was literally for the people with the booths. They made money, tons of cash. It was like shooting fish in a barrel. There's just too many people. And no air conditioning, because it's outside. You talk about body heat, and people didn't care. There was salsa dancing. They were house dancing. Dude has like 4 or 5 stages. I mean, there's literally people walking the catwalk on the street. I mean, jumping rope. I mean, it's just tons of people. And okay, so we got the interracials. They're there. We got the gay people. We got the gay people. They're there. We got nerds. They're there. The black nerds are there. And the great thing is the way you can spot the nerds. I love it. I love it. But the way you can spot the nerds is what type of t-shirt are they wearing? if it's a black dude in a manga t-shirt, manga, that is most definitely a nerd. All right? If he's wearing a milestone t-shirt or a tribe t-shirt, he is a nerd from a different generation, my generation. And he's just trying to tell the ladies, hey, I'm into this type of cool stuff. This is what I find cool, you know? And those ladies respond back. They're like, yeah, I remember them comic book shops. I used to go in there all the time. And they all start touching each other and smelling the incense and and the weed. Oh, is there plenty of weed at these block parties? Yes, yes! It wouldn't be right if it wasn't all these people and some weed and incense, you know, and of course the smoky flavors of delicious food. This is just the way it is, okay? When you are putting together a successful event, it's about buying power. Buying power. And I'm sorry, y'all didn't make a whole lot of money at the FBAExpo. I'm sorry, but that's because you have a leader who's a bigoted clown, who's an a-hole, who cuts quality black people out who have money. Are you seeing how many products I've bought over this year? This year, man. And I'm telling you right now, the black women, they get it. They're gonna be the first ones to get it because see, they understand economics better, all right? The way this works is that they try to tell you he's right. And you're like, nah, he's wrong. Tariq is the man. Tariq is the man. And then what happens is the women leave the room. And y'all busy like, Tariq is the man, ain't he the man, is the man, yeah, man. Fist bump, he's the man. And you realize the women are gone. It's just a bunch of hard legs repping some dude. Yeah. They're the first ones to get it. And then you're like, oh no! And then you simp your way back on over there. No, what? You ladies are right. Tariq Nasheed is not the man. This is the way it goes in York. You're part of the community. You know I'm right. You know I'm right. So that's the person you should be upset with. Because the way, and I don't give a damn. Give your money to him. Give your money to him. I'm like, look, if you are interracial, if you are cool and black, if you are LGBTQ, if you are a black nerd, put your money behind me and others like me. Because we're the ones who are putting the money behind you. If you upset that you ain't showing up in this list of books, maybe you should have been working with brothers like me with the buying power. Brothers like Byron Allen with the buying power. Brothers like Donald Glover with the buying power. Brothers like Robert F. Smith with the buying power. Brothers like Anderson .Paak with the buying power. Brothers like Jordan Peele with the buying power. Alright? That's what I mean by it has to change. If you all were buying black no matter what, because that's what Asians are doing. That's what Latin people are doing. That's what white people are doing. They are buying from each other and other people, period. Because the first part is being economic for them. Then other things fall into place after that, okay? Family, friends, and all that great stuff. But first is economics, because that's how your bills get paid. We are good at economics, but you get distracted by silly-ish, from silly-ish minded clown people. Stop getting distracted. We should be an economic black community first, and spend money with each other. Yes, first, all right? Now, here's the thing. You look at some of these books. Some of these books were purchased by my wife at events like the Wakanda Con. All right? Purchased white woman to black woman. And those black women had no problem selling to my white wife. They were happy. They were like, man, somebody is buying my book. And then they say something else a little bit nicer to my wife, because one, she was overhearing a conversation I was having with some brothers, because I was explaining to them, Barack Obama sucked. And they're like, nah, Barack Obama was a gay man. And I'm like, nah, man, he told us to drink poison water. And they were like, no, that ain't true. He would never do that. I said, hey, man, that's why they invented smartphones, because smartphones are smart. So let's look it up and find out. Uh-oh. Oh, they found out. Now, all them black women were listening to what was going on. And they found out that Barack Obama told black people to drink poison water in Flint, Michigan. Clowns! How the hell did you not know that? All right? Man, my wife turned around to that black woman. And that black woman was like, here, would you like a gift bag? And here's some more merch. Go along with it. My wife was like, yeah, let me see that second book you got there too. Bought 2 books off that woman. All right? That's business. That's how business works. If you're nice to black interracial couples, black man, white woman, or, black woman, white man, you're probably gonna make some sales. Same thing with the LGBTQ. You're probably gonna make some sales. All right? The same thing with black nerds. You're probably gonna make some sales. You just be nice to them. But here's the crux of it. Here's the rub. Do you want to know how interracial couples know if an event is a good event, a high quality event? It's when they see gay people there. Yeah. They're like, okay, this is a good event. All right, I can deal with this. And then following that, it's the black nerds. Oh, ish. This is a great event. I can rock this. Woo! And that's the same thing with the LGBTQ. When they see interracial couples there, they're like, this is a great event. I'm gonna have a great time. And then they see black nerds, they're like, I'm gonna have a great time. And that's the same thing with black nerds. They see the LGBTQ and they see the interracials and they're like, they're having a good time. I'm gonna have a good time. All right? That's just the way things work when you're not bigoted. Y'all should have known y'all had a problem at that FBA, whatever the hell you want to call it, when you didn't see certain members of the black community there. You didn't see gay people, you didn't see any interracial couples, you didn't see any real black nerds. Because real black nerds do not show up to no garbage like that. Because they don't want people to be mean to them. That's the same thing with interracial couples. They don't want people to be mean to them. We don't go out. And the same thing with the LGBTQ. They don't go out. I love what the LGBTQ do, man. I love all that glitter. I love glitter, man. They want to just shoot flowers in the air. I love it. I love it. They want to put makeup on. They want to dance to house music, all that. I love it. I love it. The only time I had a problem with anything like that is when me and my wife went to Montreal. We went to Montreal. We spent 29 hours, great trip by the way, 29 hours on a Greyhound. We stopped everywhere, Toledo. We saw parts of America we didn't even know existed. I mean, there are parts of America that have just Union stuff and statues and hallmarks and all kinds of stuff everywhere. Didn't know. But and we made friends. The bus people, they became family. But anyway, we make it to Montreal, and they are in the midst of the biggest gay pride celebration ever. In Canada, all right? And I get off the bus, my wife get off the bus, and the music's like blam, 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 blam. And there's a gay or transgendered or a drag queen on stage just killing it. And there's just stuff flying everywhere, and I'm talking about bubbles, glitter. Lights and everything. But the problem was, spent 29 hours on the enclosed space. I'm like, y'all got to get us the hell out of here. This is too much. My wife remembers a dude, man. He had a top hat and tails with his butt out. And I'm like, I remember nothing. It was just so much to see. But I'm like, I was just shell shocked. I'm like, man, just get me out of here. But I'm telling you, I would have partied all night with these cool people, man. They were just having a great time, man. It's like, I'm telling you, it's like being in heaven with everybody just partying. I mean, just whatever. Like you just know ain't nothing can happen to you. You just do what the heck you want to do. That's what it was like. But again, just one time in my life, I was like, I just need a quiet room. That was the only time, but that was because it was like coming out of decompression. All right. If you get pulled out of a hole, the sunlight hits you. Yes, it's purifying, but it's too much. And I always regret that I wasn't able to just come off that bus and enjoy the party, all right? But it's just something small, but very true. That was something that was mental after coming off of a bus, all right? Just some mental 29 hours, all right? But like I said, I got regrets. I've been to Gay Pride in Chicago. I've been to Gay Pride again in Chicago. I had a great time, And the thing is that I don't have a problem enjoying people who are different because it's just people having fun, man. Fun, all right? And so again, you look at the Silver Room. Standing room only. Feeling the streets. Just the streets. Can you imagine? That many people. But you all will never get that. You'll never get that because those people who make it fun will not be there. All right? You know, y'all got to believe in the fantasy. And I get it. Believe in the fantasy. He's like, good vibes, man. It was a big event. Was it? Again, look at the Silver Room block party. Eric Williams working with everybody. I'm talking about, it was crazy. Salsa dancing. Man, house dancing. Now that's where me and my wife joined in, man. We started dancing with everybody else, just enjoying that house music. There was rap music, man. It was just killing it. There was R&B music. Oh, hey, I'm sorry, Tariq. You know, I apologize that Eric Benet did not want to join in on your bigoted garbage. He was smart, you know. I mean, I appreciate you, Eric Benet, for not involving yourself with such bigoted garbage. Do not put that garbage on your name. It is 2023. It's gonna be 2024 eventually. You know, you have to make your money, and you have to work with all different types of people. You know, it makes no sense that black people or a group of black people should be this bigoted in 2023. All right, I'm cool with it. Yo, I'm cool. Eric Benet, great job. It was a brilliant move. It was great. You did it. You did the right thing for your career. I applaud you. Boyce Watkins, he didn't show up. People were asking questions like, "Hey man, you know you roll with Tariq. You know, why don't you show up? I mean, you know, what's going on, bro? You know, who knows? Maybe he had a conversation with his daughter. Maybe he had a conversation with Tariq, and Tariq said some funny shit over the phone. I don't know. That's between them. But, you know, this is what happens when you wear your bigotry. They just wear their bigotry. So, again, look at my buying power. Look at my buying power. I'm only one interracial black man. I'm only one. Imagine a million. That's how much money you turn down. Imagine a million. That's how much money you turn down. I'm only one interracial black man buying this much merchandise. You said, I don't want that money. And I say, cool. All I'm asking is if you are interracial, if you are black and cool, if you are LGBTQ, if you are a black nerd, spend your money with me, all right? By My Brother Santa, that's right. Or by I Love My Whole Black Biracial Family, available, both available on Amazon, as well as you can support me by going to my Patreon, patreon.com/massupdater, where there's more video content. But yeah, put your money behind me because I'm putting my money behind you. I'm buying your products. Look, my wife bought books from all different types of people. A black lesbian woman, awesome woman. Met her, she's cool, man. Enjoyed speaking with her in Chicago. She left Chicago, you know, came back to Chicago. Hey, everything is cool. And, you know, she married a really cool white woman, you know, and they loved us so much, they invited us to their engagement party. All right? Now, you just don't get invited to a lesbian, interracial engagement party unless people have done vetted you and they're like, they are so cool, they gotta be here. An engagement party, do you know how important that is? You know, and it was an engagement party / I'm about to be a professor party. I mean, it was crazy. It was crazy. All right. So, you know, I find that special to be invited. Me and my wife, it's special to be invited to something like that. When people literally carve out space for you because they're like, you're awesome. And we think that they're awesome too, by the way, you know. So yeah, she bought her book, right? And there are others in this beautiful collection of merchandise that are gay men, you know, black gay men. You know, they're in this buying power video, right? And then there are other people in it. Okay, so we're getting ready to work with this African American woman, and she's cool, man, you know? And, you know, she has a couple criterias, and we're down with all her criterias. And when she's like, you know, we also work on donation. Well, hey, guess what? I'm about spending money with black people who are cool with me. So she is most definitely going to get a donation, right? And it ain't gonna be a weak $25 donation or $50. It will be more. You dig? Because I believe in the black people who believe in me, all right? And I'm sure there's so many others who believe the same way. Tina Turner, I'm sure she believed in black people who believed in her. Sidney Poitier, I'm sure he believed in the black people who believed in him, all right? Harry Belafonte, I'm sure he believed in the black people who believed in him, all right? And all these people made an awesome contribution to the black community. Period. That was a Picard maneuver. And now it's the Benjamin Sisko maneuver. But look, this is a video about the interracial black man's black buying power, and to be able to tell you the truth about what a successful event looks like when everybody is there, okay? This is something that I know DeRay McKesson knew, because he's been to parties like this. He's been to block parties, things that are put together properly without bigotry. And he knew that if Eric Williams is winning like this, that means the whole black community could win like this. Going the other way makes no sense. It is like taking 2 and 2 and then coming up with 8. Math don't work that way. If you remove people, you get less of everything. Less food, less money, less cars, less houses, less everything. You just can't, you know, there's only so much you can build with a few people. There's only so much you can do with a few people. There's only so much economics you can do with a few people. So you have to change how you think. This is going to take practice. I'm going to tell you again, this is going to take practice. You have to get started now. Right now. You got to change it tonight. How you think. And you got to be nice to certain people. The different people within the black community. Those black people who are different, you have to be nice to them. Or else you're gonna be stagnated, not making any money. Baroque. I saw the event. I saw people basically not spending money. They were hiding. They were literally hiding in the speaker events. They were just hiding in the seminars because I wasn't seeing a bunch of bags that sit next to them. That's how I know they were hiding. They didn't have any money to spend. You need those people with buying power, who have the money, who have the disposable income. And people who have the disposable income happen to be interracials, LGBTQ, as well as black nerds. They have the buying power. That's economics 101, man. I know y'all be listening to Boyce Watkins, and he's sitting up here a segregationalist. All right? But mainly within the black community. No, we don't need them in the racial. No, the LGBTQ. No. That makes no sense. How does the economic guy think this way? Like I said, Tariq needs you desperate, demoralized, make you happy, just making you mad at your uncle, or laughing at your uncle, or laughing at your aunt who's a lesbian, or or laughing at one of your cousins who is in an interracial relationship. He make you happy, but you broke, but you spending money towards him to make some type of dream come true that is a pure fantasy. You should be loving those different family members within your family. Loving them. They're important. Look, there are people on Twitter just calling it straight up flea market at the FBAExpo. Alright, look, check this out. When you don't have the complete amount of the black community there, you ain't gonna make money. You're just gonna be broke at a flea market. And it looks like it. If you juxtapose what you're seeing with the silver room, come on. I'd rather be at a place where I can make the maximum amount of money possible. Alright? This ain't about supporting you one person. Look, there are people within the community who have that disposable income. And we're talking about black interracials, we're talking about LGBTQ, we're talking about black nerds, alright? But if you look at the FBAExpo, you look at the Silver Room Block Party, you know who made goo gobs of money. It's just not enough to be sitting up there breaking even or breaking under. That's clown economics. Clown economics. I'm just telling you there's a better way. Alright? If you're spending money with people who spend money with you, in other words, the people with the buying power, you're gonna make money. Sitting up there boycotting people who spend hard money with you is insane. That is bad economics, period. You don't get what you want. You don't get no high quality anything. I hate to say it, but I done sold a bunch of things to a bunch of white people. They got the disposable income. I've made a lot of money. I'm just talking about this week. Just this week. That's why I'm like, y'all got to change what y'all doing ASAP right now. Right now. Otherwise, every other community is just going to be sitting up there just laughing. Because they know that what they got going on popping is way, higher financially than what you got going on. And you can see it in that expo. Look at the Silver Room. Look at the FBAExpo. One's a flea market. One is just an insane amount of money just flying around. And you could just, you can't even deny it. You can't even deny it. Look, the problem I think y'all are having is that y'all have sharecropper brain. Alright? It was a thing back right after slavery where folks would have to sharecrop. Basically, they were breaking even or breaking under, and it was working for the man. Alright? Working for white people once again, and you're trapped into not making any money. And that's what's happening at the FBAExpo. You all are trapped, not making any money because your brains have been trained. You get me? To break even or break under. If you just stop with the clown-ish, because other communities don't have this problem. Just you. If you stop with the clown-ish, dissecting, kicking the people out who spend the money with you, you'd actually make money. But you want to be a sharecropper because you've been trained to be a sharecropper. And Tariq, Umar, Boyce Watkins, Charlemagne, Jason Black, Marcel Dixon, they all know this. That's why they depress the hell out of you to sell their garbage. Look, my content is real smart, real simple, and is built to attack the anti-CRT asshats, the DeSantises. That's why I'm powerful. Because I have a mission to get to our kids before white supremacy does. Alright? They working to make sure that you do not get my books. what are you doing? Uh-oh. But again, he needs you desperate because he's like a cult leader. Alright? That's what cult leaders do. They mess up your money and they get all the money. They mess up your life, they get all the life. Y'all spend $1,000 to $3,000 to get a booth. Do you know how hard it is? Because I've been behind a booth many a times, selling t-shirts, hats, purses, all that great stuff. Do you know how hard it is to break even? Even if it was just hundreds, it's hard to break even. Let alone $1,000 to $3,000. And let me put it this way: the Silver Room Block Party starts at $800, tops out at $1,400. Last time I checked. That is actually reasonable because of how many people show up to his event. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. It's jam-packed. Jam-packed. Shoulder to shoulder. What are you gonna do? Again, look at the aerial view. Look at the stage view. Look at the ad. This was not your FBAExpo. This was better. Light years better. And again, look at my buying power. And I'm just one of millions that you done cut yourself off from. Like I said, the black women are gonna be the first ones to cave. They're like, wait the effing minute. Are you telling me that the reason why I wasn't able to pay my bills after this expo, I was expecting to be able to pay all my bills the next 2-3 months, and now I can't, was because you cut all these quality black people who have black buying power out of the event? And the answer is yes. And that's why I know you're gonna cave. Because you, like me, understand economics, understand how money is made. And it ain't made by being a clown. So, that's my video. I hope y'all enjoyed the truth. Once things are seen, and these videos, they cannot be unseen. If you are black and cool, if you are interracial, if you are LGBTQ, if you are a black nerd, one easy way to support this brother and to easily explain the different members of your loving black family, your cousins, your sister, your brother, your friends' family, buy my books, My Brother Santa, or I love my whole black biracial family. And this is a real smart and easy way to fight the Ron DeSantis's, the anti-CRT people, all right? They don't want you to have these books. They want to get to our kids before we can get to our kids. Understand that. They don't want any of this within eyes reach. So, also help me help you make some money. So, you can get both of these books. They're both available on Amazon.com. Otherwise, you can support me at Patreon.com/MassUpdater. There's brilliant content over there as well.